Every cell is surrounded by a thin, flexible boundary called the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. The basic framework of the plasma membrane is a phospholipid bilayer. Each phospholipid has a water-attracting head and two water-repelling fatty acid tails. The heads face the watery environment while the tails remain protected inside the bilayer. This organization is described by the Fluid Mosaic Model. The membrane is fluid because the phospholipids and many membrane proteins can move sideways. It is mosaic because different lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates are arranged together within the membrane. Phospholipids are not fixed permanently in one position. They move laterally within their own layer. They can also rotate around their axis and flex their hydrocarbon tails. Movement from one leaflet to other, called flip-flop. It is extremely slow without specialized enzymes. The structure of fatty acid tails affects membrane fluidity. Saturated tails are relatively straight, so neighboring phospholipids can pack closely together. Cis unsaturated tails contain bands that prevent tight packing and usually make the membrane more fluid. Temperature also changes membrane behavior. As temperature rises, phospholipids move more vigorously and the membrane becomes more fluid. At lower temperatures, molecular movement decreases and the lipids become more ordered. The membrane remains intact, but its flexibility changes. In animal cells, cholesterol fits between neighboring phospholipids. Its small polar hydroxyl group remains near the phospholipid heads. Its hydrophobic ring system lies among the fatty acid tails. At high temperatures, cholesterol restrains excessive phospholipid movement. At low temperatures, it prevents phospholipids from packing too tightly. Cholesterol therefore acts as a fluidity buffer. Membrane proteins associated with the lipid bilayer in different ways. Integral proteins are embedded within its hydrophobic interior, and many transmembrane proteins extend across the entire bilayer. Peripheral proteins remain attached to one membrane surface or to another protein without entering deeply into the hydrophobic core. Some transmembrane proteins transport substances across the membrane. Channel proteins form selective water-filled pathways through which particular ions or water molecules can move. Carrier proteins bind specific solutes, such as glucose, change their shape, and release the solute on the opposite side. In facilitated diffusion, movement occurs down a concentration or electrochemical gradient without direct ATP use. Receptor proteins allow cells to detect information in their surroundings. A signaling molecule with the correct chemical shape binds to an extracellular site on the receptor. This binding changes the receptor's conformation and activates proteins inside the cell. The signal is transmitted across the membrane even though the signaling molecule itself may remain outside. Some membrane proteins function as enzymes. A substrate binds to the enzyme's active site is converted into one or more products. Several membrane enzymes may also be organized together, allowing the product of one reaction to enter the next reaction efficiently. Other membrane proteins connect neighboring cells. These adhesion proteins form specialized intercellular junctions that hold cells together and coordinate their behavior. Different junctions can provide attachment, communication, or barriers between adjacent cells. Some transmembrane proteins connect cytoskeletal filaments inside the cell to the extracellular matrix fibers outside it. These connections anchor parts of the membrane, support cell shape, and transmit mechanical forces. A change outside the cell can therefore influence structures and signaling pathways inside the cell. Carbohydrate chains occur mainly on the extracellular surface of the plasma membrane. When attached to proteins, they form glycoproteins. When attached to lipids, they form glycolipids. Together, these carbohydrates contribute to glycocalyx and act as recognition markers during cell adhesion, tissue organization, and immune system interactions. The two sides of the plasma membrane are not identical. The inner and outer leaflets contain different proportions of lipids. Membrane proteins have specific orientations and carbohydrates face the extracellular environment. Cytoskeletal attachments remain on the cytoplasmic side. This asymmetry is essential for normal membrane function. The hydrophobic interior of the bilayer forms a selective barrier. Small nonpolar molecules, including oxygen and carbon dioxide, can diffuse through it relatively easily. Water crosses slowly through the lipid bilayer and much more rapidly through aquaporine channels. Ions and large polar molecules, such as glucose, require specific transport proteins because they cannot move efficiently through the hydrophobic core. The plasma membrane is not simply a passive covering. Phospholipids form a flexible barrier. Cholesterols regulate membrane fluidity. Transport proteins control the movement of substances. Receptors receive extracellular signals. Carbohydrates support cell recognition. Adhesion proteins connect neighboring cells. Cytoskeletal anchors provide structural organization. All of these components operate together within one dynamic membrane. The Fluid Mosaic Model describes the plasma membrane as a dynamic, selectively permeable, and asymmetric structure. Its components can move, interact, and recognize without destroying the bilayer. This flexible molecular system allows the cell maintain homeostasis. It also allows the cell to transport substances, receive information, and interact continuously with its environment.